Hello.
Happy? Gonna get pets.
Thank you for the biddies,
Gonna
Sophie.
play.
You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much, though. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I have been... Well, last week I was busy on Monday and Tuesday, and then I was... And then I was just really ill for the rest of the week, which is really annoying. So, hell yeah. But ill front I started yesterday. I think I have hay fever though. Battled through cleaning the house, fair enough. Also, Kerbal is very fucking loud to me right now. Ask Queen, slay! Slay your enemies! Rise up your army! Take your rightful place upon the throne! Sorry, I am still a little bit... I'm not 100% there. And I went on a walk today, and it's kind of thrown me through a loop a little bit. But... First off... Kitty Cat. Yes, hello, Kitty Cat. Yes, hello, mister. Mwah. Big kiss. Kitty Cat is down. Second off, fucking bleh. It's because it's that time of year and he's shedding. Anyway, what was I doing? Where was I? Let's have a look. Ah, yes. I kind of remember now. The unfortunate thing about this probe is it's going to either clip Duna at some point. It's not on this orbit. But it could clip Kerbin here and get flung even further. But so far, we have a couple of satellites around Dres doing satellite things. We've got a science station around Jool. There's this bad boy with a slightly wonk orbit, but there's the Jool Science Orbiter that has a Kerbin on it just doing all the science. Which is quite nice. What have we got in here? So we've got like less than one science and 650 data. That's absolutely fine. We can just sit here and do this. I mean, electric charge is getting a bit low, but that'll be fine. So what's everyone else been up to the past week? I hope everyone's had a nice week. And you know what I should have done? I should have looked at what I was doing last time. Oh! Oh, we were doing the miner. Yes. Where is it? Ah, yes, I designed and prepared this. There was, if I remember correctly, a hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Couple these nuts, goddammit, Gucci. Oh wait, I'd already done it. Ah, right. Sorry, get back to where I was. So this has no ore on it from what I remember. I may have taken some with me, but we have an ore converter here. We've got a nice big fuel tank that we can then fill up. I kind of want to... Yeah, I kind of want to bring an even bigger fuel tank. That could be cool. And then attach that on, but we've got this for now, and this one is doing well. So we'll do that. And then next, we shall... We switch to this guy. So this is the miner. Why is it not mining ore? Oh, the ore rate is really low. Shit. Hold on. Let's have a look at the polar relay. Hold on, we're just getting our bearings. So we switch to the polar relay, or is it the? No, it's untitled. It's untitled spacecraft. The polar relay was, yes, the polar relay was a previous preset thing. Toggle overlay. So, yeah, ore is quite low there. So we go as monochrome inverse heat map. It isn't quite a dense area though, according to the heat map. Wait, is the... So green 0%. Does that mean green's bad? What? Wait, I think it means green is bad. Hold on. Hold on. Let's look it up. Oh, that's the surface scanning module, and then the narrowband scanner, which is that one, which I don't think I have yet. I genuinely think green is bad, which is incredibly irritating. So what I might have to do is relocate to this one or something. The question is, do I have the do I have the stuff for it? The fuel. Ooh. Fuel front not looking great. So let's just quick save. And then see how far we get. What could possibly go wrong? Welcome back. Thank you very much, dudes. Also, that's what can go wrong. I am basically out of fuel right now. So if I just, like, flip round and then try and slow down, like this, then we end up with that much fuel. Shit. That's why we quick saved. So. That is not giving me a lot of ore at all, so I'm gonna just sort of leave it there and hope. But what I could do is just send up a new one. I do kind of feel like I need a heavier duty one. Like, I don't feel like this is enough of a trip, because that used most of the fuel, I think, to land at least, or something. It might have used most of the fuel to, Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think green's bad, which is, not ideal. But yes, let's do a quick couple of shout-outs. Go check out Sophia and Doodles. They are lovely, lovely people.
I don't know where he's going.
Does that mean there's a shed load of stuff up there? And there's literally
Oh
nothing
god. Sorry.
there?
Oh god.
And I come and get the meathead. Maybe?
Shout out Hendrik. Oh!
Nice.
Go
The
to
button isn't
same
working!
time.
Yeah, man.
I think he's almost dead as well. Yep.
There you go. Hello. Right. So. Let's go back to the Space Center. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the Space Center, and then I'm going to launch a second one of those miners, just to actually get it done. Because right now, it's not. So, we're just gonna... Is it this one? No, that's the station. So we want miner 1. Do we make a new miner? Because I feel like we absolutely could. And then we take off the conversion module. Let's make a new one. So we put a good old probe on top. Let's have the Clampotron on top. And then we go with... Actually, hold on. If we... Need a Hendrik emote. I have a question. Go ahead. A Hendrik emote would actually go hard. That's not a bad shout. I don't know why I didn't think of that, to be fair. Ah, this is where we get the rest of it. Okay. God damn it. I was expecting it to be a fucking Hendrik question, not a can I probe you question. That is not what... God damn it. Right. So... It's 20... I know it's 2026. I was expecting a Hendrik. Let homie hit. Fine. Just pick literally any day that I'm not ill. As hard as that might be. Yeah, I feel like something just big. Little ill all the time, yeah, that's the problem. I am a very unwell man. I've not been well in 30 years. There we go. Is there one smaller than that? There is. So we do that. That's still a little big, so we go with that one. Nope. That's even bigger. Ah. Damn, that looks dumb. Right. So, we have this. We need power. So let's go with a nice big couple of batteries. So if we slot them in, I believe it's this big. Nope. We'll slot them in here. So 1, 2, 3. 3 nice big batteries. And then we go with a nice and reasonably sized engine at the bottom. Actually, if we just take minor 1 and just first off take everything away. Ah, no, I see. This is a much smaller design, that's why. Okay. I see what I was doing. So yeah, we'll just go with the bigger one. It's fine. So we go with that, followed by that, followed by 1, 2, 3 of those, followed by a big one of these. Wherever it's gone. Ah, damn it. Is it this? No. Ah, this one. So one of them. You go with these engines because they're nice and short. I mean, you can go with the really long version, but I prefer the 2 shorter ones. And of course, we do need a docking port on this, which we'll put on top again. And then to finish it off, solar panels. Which, of course, we're going to use the gigantic ones. And we're going to have 4 of them. And then underneath that, we're going to have a medium radiator. And we're going to have 4 of those as well. I could have the large ones, but they are a bit too big. And then, of course, we're going to have... Let's go with that many and see if we can't do that. Go hold or go home. And then finally we need the drills. Like that. And the idea is, this lands on the moon, drills come out, we get all the stuff, scoop back up into orbit, and then we plug it into the space station that's up there and turn all that ore into fuel. When we take, there is not Uranus in this game. I will need to mod Uranus in. I can show you the planets. Uranus is missing. Right, if we go with that, and then I need RCS thrusters, because otherwise I won't be able to dock. Well, it will be at a dock. It'll just be an absolute bastard to do. Okay, might have to put them on the outside like that. Oh, you know what would also help? Flipping landing legs. Right, I need these RCS thrusters to be in line, because otherwise problems. Actually, let's put them up there like that. You know what? No, I'll keep the solar panels here as well. That would look kind of good. Show you mind if I want to show you all. You're more than welcome to mod Uranus. My Uranus is right here. Want to see? I do want to see it. Right. Let's go with landing gear. Like that. We want them nice and low. That should be able to catch us. And then if we deploy the drill, that is more than enough. And then, yeah. That's that. I think that's everything. What I will do as well, just in case, is I'm going to put some permanent solar panels on the sides like this. Just in case, because I am an idiot. I don't think there's anything else. Not off the top of my head. I've got the batteries, I got this. So if we go -2, hit save, and then open -1, and see if there's anything I've missed. No, the only difference is the conversion rig on top, but I'm going to ignore that. I mean, an SAS module wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, so we'll add one of those, and then off we go. Well, I need to build the rocket underneath as well. But we can definitely head off after that. Damn it. Gotta slightly redesign the goddamn thing now. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do this actually. Let's just nudge it in like that. So now it's a little bit stockier and I'm okay with that. And now we just put the RCS fuel back on. Right. In theory that should work. Although the thrust to weight ratio is apparently 0.17, which is teeny. Like teeny weeny teeny tiny. That's not even with these. Oh yeah, it gets much worse if it fills up. Could put the fucking mainsail on the bottom. Or what's the Wolfhound? That's not very good. Wait, there's this one, the Mastodon, the nuclear one. That one's quite powerful from what I understand. Yeah, it's a 51 seconds of burning available at full power. But it is quite powerful. There's these teeny tiny poodle ones that I was using. There's the skiff. The skiff will have enough. I like the idea of using this one. It does seem like a bit much. Like, there is definitely too much power there, but at the same time, can you have too much power? Is there such thing? as too much power? These are the questions for life, and the answer is no. At least I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Never can be sure. I think it is just gonna genuinely have to be one of them big engines. Hold on. Forward bear. That makes electric charge. Ooh. Couldn't get it to produce full efficiency at sea level without the engine exploding. Repurposed as an upper stage engine. Oh, that would work actually. This might not be a nuclear one then. Ah. Never mind. We're not using that one. That is too big. Far too big. Damn it. Ah. So that's also an upper stage engine, but doesn't have the thrust. This is an upper stage engine and does have the thrust. Or mid-stage, rather. I say we go with this one, because we can have it unshrouded and the like, and we can do that. I've got lots of thrust. We will use you then. Actually, let's see if I can just nudge it up slightly like that so it's not quite so out. Right, so we have our rocket. Well, our thing. So this is certainly something. What I'm gonna do is build a big fuck off rocket and then send this to the moon and see what happens. So, this one. So we want one of these. One of these. Wait. Yeah, one of them, one of them. I mean, you know what? Because sorry, my brain is really fried, apparently. Right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go with this engine. Fuck yeah. No, that's the higher up engine. That's not the one we want to use. We want to use like this one, or this one, or this one. Ah, there we go. So we've got that, we've got that. Let's just bung some lovely, gigantic solid fuel boosters on the side. And then we're good to go. There you go. That's the kind of shit that you want. Right. Let's get at least some fins on the bottom here to stabilize a little bit. And then we need to strap them in for their safety and ours. And then finally... Wait. I need to put a shroud on it. Hold on. There we go. We just make these launch at the same time. Let's see if we can get this into space. Well, it's definitely getting into space. Getting it to the moon is a different matter, though. And the slight issue I have is it needs to get to the moon and land, and then get off the moon and back into orbit. So it's not just get to the moon and just sort of exist near the moon. It needs to, yeah. This many solid fuel boosters is a bit much, but at the same time, fuck it, we ball. Now, I'm just going to completely shut off the main engine. I don't need it running. We are going to be going up at a really, really wonky angle, but that's okay. We can always flatten when we get to orbit. I can't throttle this engine, and that's a problem because it means the engine... Oh my god, that's cool. Anyway, it means the engine has detached. So if we just kind of... Yeah, that's not good. I may need to attach solid fuel boosters to the solid fuel boosters to separate them properly, so that this doesn't happen again. But if you look at the nav board at the bottom, that like the arrow down here, yeah, this should be throttling the engine. And it's not. So, yeah. There we go. Well. Oh, yeah, we were a little bit off. Just a little bit. It's a good job we can revert the flight. God damn it. Right. Stack separators. Where are they? There. So put that one there. Put one there. And then these all go off at the same time as this. No, at the same time as this. So that's these and these. Yes, right. So, there is a chance that works. I'm not going to say this should... there is a chance this works. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. 3, 2, 1, boom. Let's make sure I tip as cleanly as I can over to that 90. A little bit of rotation in there, but that's okay. And then we just sit there as hard as we can and let it boost. And fingers crossed this time, the engine doesn't fucking detach itself. Okay, we're getting near to the end of the solid fuel boosters there. There's Minmus! That's Minmus! Yay, we can see it. Oh, it's happened again. Yeah, and the fins have stopped working, but it's still... Oh, no, it has actually detached. Yes, you can see it's detached. I won't lie, I don't know why that happens. But it has, so we're gonna... Oh, wait, no, it might be because it's clipped into the bottom here. Hold on. If I put it on a bigger radial decoupler that sets it away from the ship, that might be okay. So that might not force it apart when I do the thing. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, launch. Ugh. Right, take 3. The Delta V is way higher right now on that, so I think it was something fundamentally wrong with it. Anyway, let's do the good old tip. Whoa. Oh yeah, there's the moon with the overlay still on. Minmus is over there. Yeah, we're just going to get this up. Hello, better now. Mostly weeping 460 foot on new car tyres. Oof. That is rather expensive. But yes, mostly better. I'm not 100%, but I am mostly there. But thank you very much. How are you doing today, Lemon? I hope you're doing well. Hey, we have retained control over the craft. Right, I'm going to try and slow down my acceleration a bit to stop this. My anus is Roy. A sentence you would never expect to see when you enter a stream, but fully expect when it's Matt's stream. Thanks. God damn it. When you think about it this way, 100 quid a tyre, it's not great, but it could be worse. Yeah, have you been, Lemon? I hope you've been well. He has to see it. God damn it, I did not. Lies and slander. Wonderful women walks today. Now weeping, yeah. Make dinner button too lazy. You know what? I'm with you there, Lemon. I'm with you. Alright, my apoapsis are now 100 kilometers, which is pretty good. Let's then get rid of that fairing and extend the solar panels. He pretends he's he's fairly innocent on stream, but I think behind closed doors he's utter filth. What do you mean? How dare you both gang up on me like this? I feel offended. How rude. You're one of those men with loads of secret fetishes. I am not a man with loads of secret fetishes. They're not secret. He is a sweet and innocent man. I am a sweet and innocent man. I am as sweet and innocent as you, Gooch. Oh my god, it's taking a sweet time to get to space. And we're in space. Right. So, we get to nearish the apoapsis. Just to give it a second for the ship to turn. You're sick in the head and balls. Why did you have to specify? That's the question. Everyone knows you keep most of the brains in the balls. God damn it. Oh, hold on, let me do this maneuver and then I'll read that message. So TikTok yesterday where a man pays 200 to a woman for make virtual breakfast. For her to make virtual breakfast? Pretends to feed it to him. She crunches cereal with her feet and then pours the milk through her. What the fuck? What is wrong with people? Oh my god. What's her socials? No real reason, just curious. It's right there. Hold on. Then pretends to feed her. Pretends to feed it to her camera. 200 quid. Yeah, I posted it in Jord yesterday. Hang on. Oh god. No, no! Don't actually bring the link. Do no! No! I'm vetoing this. We're deleting that message. We're deleting that message. We don't need that message. No. I will not have this in my good Christian stream. Oh, God. Thankfully, I didn't click it. Oh, right. Hold on. And boop. Nothing bad, to be fair, just her on TikTok crushing cereal, making plane noises. It's like behind the scenes. That's so weird. And the fact people are... You know what? I respect the hustle. You know, if you're out there making 200 quid to do some weird shit with your feet, I'm more jealous than anything, because that's easy money. But I'm still gonna ask questions like, what the fuck? He pays us 200 every morning for his virtual breakfast. Oh god, it might well be 200 every... I don't have a... I don't have any communication device on the ship. Let's see what fucking happens. What do, but yeah. I would assume it would be 200 a pop? At a guess? Oh my god, TikTok's feed is such a glorious mix of insane stuff. Yeah, you can get, like, down a pretty big rabbit hole with that sort of thing. Right, let's unset the target. And as usual, we're going to point towards the horizon over here. As soon as we see moonrise, that is our time to burn. So, thankfully, the skybox has kind of given us a little bit of an easy point. So, you see how it's this band of, like, brownish colour? That is roughly-ish the equator mark. So we can kind of, like, as long as we're looking about here, that's roughly where the moon's going to come. It's not perfect. I think this one's going to be a bit up here, but it's a good, like, indicator to just give you an area. 1 minute you can cry over an abandoned kitten, next you can laugh at a car mugger being ran over, next you can see a Karen it's in the wild punching people. It's a great mixed bag. That is quite the mixed bag indeed. There it is, the great green moon. Why are you spinning? Hmm? Also, there is a slight chance I will have to restart this, because I don't have a fucking communication device on it. That's not a bad periapsis. I'm okay with that. Right, let's have a look. So we got that. Oh. Curb network's not bad. It's holding on strong. Oh, and if we wait for another orbit as well, we'll have this. How long were you ill for? For like a week. So from... Tuesday night / Wednesday till yesterday, pretty much. 'Twas not very nice. Okay, so we want the darker areas, like for example this fucking thing that's an absolute gold mine. Or this one, which is somewhat similar. We don't want the green zones, even though green means good in most circumstances. But I'll probably try and land here, or potentially over here. I feel like landing early, so like maybe even just go straight into the landing. Where is the sun? It's over there. Let's not go straight into the landing. Let's land in here. Ross, glad you're over the worst. I wouldn't wish floor on anybody. So it is horrific. I think I managed to break the fever early, which was nice. Like, quicker than expected, which is what's helped with recovery. Like, I was like, oh, fuck, this is flu again. And then I just went, fuck it. And, like, basically spent the entire day asleep. And then went to sleep in the evening. That's how fucked I was. But, I basically just went and had a sleep in a nice fluffy jumper, thick socks on, and just was like, fuck it, we're getting rid of this thing. So fucked, we had to cancel our plans. It's really annoying. We had plans for today and tomorrow, and we can't do them anymore because my body is a bitch. Right, so quick save. Did you lay in bed and watch films? No, I couldn't concentrate on films. I was mainly doom scrolling if I was doing anything, but a good chunk of my time was just asleep. Okay, and landing prep. Go. Let's drift a little bit further. Watch Chimp hunt for freaky chimps. Oh, shit, what are you going to do? We're going to meet up and go to Bletchley Park, which would have been really nice. Is there a... Huh? Anyway. But no, it was bloody horrible. Imagine that role-playing a gorilla and you being his zookeeper. That's pretty much how this goes. Gucci has been calling me a chimp. So yeah. It resembles an orangutan when you deep it. When you deep it? Orange hairy buffoon. Oh, I may have limited control. Oh, I have very limited control. Hold on, we're reverting flight to vehicle assembly. We're at the moon. Was I distracted for that long? Yes. Also, welcome in, Void! How you doing? Sorry, I'm putting a fucking thing on. So, shut up. This protocol that I'm using, when you lose connection, you get very basic controls. And those basic controls involve... you can't throttle, or you can only either go all in or not. Those are the two settings you're allowed. So yeah, I do have to be a little bit cautious with it. I mean, it doesn't need to be particularly powerful, it could just be one of them. Gonna have to fucking launch that again because I forgot a goddamn communication dish. Doing okay, trying to get into the grind, so to speak. Understandable. How are you doing? I'm doing okay, thank you. I've gotten over the flu, thankfully. And I'm now hosting. Minmus is going to come over the mountains. That's a sentence. Minmus is going to rise over these mountains. That's what I should say. Abyss Valentine, welcome in. Hey, there it is. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. This Masquerade, by the way. Oh, welcome in, Masquerade! I shan't look, but we'll be back when I get a whole skincare routine in picture. No worries, take your time. But welcome in, Masquerade. What's more? Let's try that one again. Nope. Hold on. What's brought on the name change? There we go. Sorry, I had to do a bit of a mental reset. Uh-oh. No, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah, what's with the name change? Just feeling something new? I think Abyss Valentine is a pretty cool name as well, to be fair. Name change, new. I was wondering about new account because it does say first time chat.
Rise up your army, take your rightful place upon the throne.
Name change and new account, just wanted a fresh start after everything. You know what? Totally understandable. I totally get that. Without going into details, there have been several people I've known who have just refreshed and gone, you know what? Fuck it, new stuff. After various bits and bobs have happened. They've not all been related. I'm not saying it's the same incident has caused all of this. I'm just saying, in general. God damn it.
Chimp, 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 chimp.
That was my jam. Now to get back, Philia, let me know when you're streaming next so I can join. Oh, hell yeah. It's got to be done, Masquerade. That's a threat. Let me also just give you a follow. Ooh, who's that in your profile picture? If the P had more oomph, that would have been an awesome beat. I know, right? That's why I started grooving to it, because I was like, oh, chimp. It's just like, I can't do it. I can't do it that fast, but chimp, 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 chimp. No, I can't. I can't keep it up. But anyway, that's what AI's for. Oh my god. Oh, my Apple abscess is way higher than I was expecting it to be. Almost there again, actually. Just need a couple of streams with average still. Got everything else. Yeah, that's the bitch of it, is the average ones. How patient Matt is, honestly. I think between us, there's a potential to make people go insane. Matt just takes it. I mean, I'm just chill like that, you know? I'm just chill. It's one of the many skills that I acquired over the years, is just being able to, like, tune stuff out. And, yeah. I just, you know, I can just do that. There it is, the multicolored moon. Fuck, that's loud. Right, hold on, let me... Also, Masquerade. Next time you go live, if you're just in chat having, like, saying stuff, just say, hey, I'm going to stream, I'll see you guys later. That is fine. Still refollowing everyone, so I want to support my friends, so still got the old just see what who I need to follow. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, just pop in and be like, hey, I'm going to go stream, I'm here to lurk or whatever. Or you don't even need to lurk, just let us know. And then I can be like, oh, fuck, get over there. Me and John trying to annoy my mum for hours straight, and she was like, I had 5 sisters, you're no comparison. Oh my god. Yes, I have been described as having the patience of a god, and I think I've only had it like a couple of times where someone's tested that patience, and it has not gone well. The 2 times I remember. But yeah, apart from that, pretty good. Rebranded everything. It's a nice game to stream, to be fair. How are you been, Lem? So, as a quick thing, I don't know whether you heard or whether I saw the reply, I don't know. But who's the person in your profile picture? Being angry at the thought of it is really funny. It's not supposed to be funny when someone's angry. Right. Now we can just... Hold on. Just a good scroll to make sure it's all good. Why did that go so fast? What the hell? Hold on, I can see messages on the side of my periphery. Just give me 2 seconds. So basically, we want the ascending node and descending node to go 90 degrees to where they are now, and that's the best. You're too nice to be angry. I'm just imagining you going really purple. Jill Valentine Reznor Girl, hence the name. It's the dark picture like abyss of Jill Valentine, hence the Valentine part. Oh, hell yeah! That's pretty cool. Need to get off my fat ass and tidy the kitchen, but I can't promise it's going to happen. You know what? We're all with you there, Lemon. We're all with you there. Yeah, no, I have been proper angry. No, it's been more than twice. It's been quite a few times, but now that I think about it. But it doesn't happen very often. I don't like being angry. Actually, funny enough, one of the times I did get angry is because I had a fucking terrible tutor in college. And his idea of teaching a lesson was give us a set of instructions that say, do X, and then do not explain what X is. And I was like, what the fuck? So I just stormed out the class. I was like, I'm not having that. Genuine feeling when someone gets you seriously angry. I know, right? He tried to talk to me later. He came up to me during lunch and was like, "Hey, look, no hard feelings," kind of thing about the what happened. And I just looked. Well, I couldn't even look at him. I just said, "Look, I am too angry right now, and if I do say anything, I will regret it later. So I'm not going to." And funnily enough, Later that year, when I was like finishing off that course, that tutor had become the head of the department because no one else could, is pretty much the explanation for it. And I messaged one of my tutors saying, like, hey, there's not really any work going on right now. Like, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing planned. Are you okay if I skip home after, like, for your class, or would you like me in? I'm totally fine either way. And he just responded back, you need to get to your department head about this. He's the one that can make that call. And I was like, I don't really, like, I literally emailed him back, I don't respect him. I'm not going to. Did nobody else say anything to him? Not really, no. To be fair, that was a long time coming. He was a fucking terrible teacher. He basically just put on PowerPoint presentations. I'm actually on TVA later, killing with my friend... Oh, Rouge, actually. Ooh, are you going to be streaming it? But yes, what time? When we talking? This is the question. Also, in my head, I kept reading that as Rogue rather than Rouge. And I was like... But that doesn't spell rogue. Why would I say rogue? That's what that pause was. It's like... Words are funny. But yes. Around 7 PM for you in the UK. Ooh! 2v8's been good, actually. It's been a mixed bag of escapes and being slaughtered, so it's not sweaty. Not too sweaty. That's good to hear. That was one of the big downsides of just DBD in general. You're not the first one to root Rogue instead of Rouge. Yeah. The thing is, I have a friend who I've known for years called Rogue, which is probably why I thought that at first, because I saw a friend and something that was vaguely spelled Rogue. Just to put this out there, I have no idea what Rogue's name is. I know Josh has put it in chat. I have been told it by Brandon. I have heard it over the mic. I still don't remember. He is just Rogue in my head, and that's that. I mean, no one calls him by his actual name. I'm just saying. Despite everyone knowing it, we don't call him that. Right, Moonwood. I'm just isn't gonna stick and you have to accept it. Yeah. To be fair, I think he just kinda likes it. He's an oddball, this Rogue. But he's our oddball. And that's the important thing to remember. I can deal with that later. That was a noise, but anyway. This game is very peaceful. It's just space travel, you know? It's so chill. I do have to remember a lot of shit, though. Sometimes something just isn't gonna stick. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I need to get into lunar orbit. See where I'm gonna crash. Okay, no, I do actually want to adjust that. Damn it! If I accelerate, it should kick it out? Yes. There we go. Until it isn't, and your last save was half an hour ago. Yeah, that is, when you've, like, been doing a mission for a while, and then it, like, goes a bit tits up, and then you realise it's either you commit to the bit, or undo an hour's progress. It's like, Also, hold on, let me just... Nope. There we go. Okay, now that took all of my brain to type the letter B. Oh, you got a
If you wonder how you actually do it,
you got a thing. Oh,
here is
that
how
way.
you can.
You got
do
a
it.
thing.
Pretty sure the rook and knight are on the same wall. That's true. The knight is marked
Model.
right there, so you know it's belonging on this side. But then
Fuck!
it also mentions the queen and the rook.
My
are
brain is
opposite each other.
completely off today. Oh my god.
And since the pawn has to be here, and
Got no
the
PNG and
knight
proper
has to be
overlay.
here,
Hell yeah.
there's only one location that the queen can be across from the rook.
I love
So
Resident
you know
Evil 2,
the
by the
queen
way.
and the rook should be
It is
in the middle.
legitimately one of my
You
favorites.
know the bishop is not next to the queen, so it's only possible.
And that puzzle did fuck me up
Answer is the
so
king is
hard
right
on the
there.
first playthrough.
The bishop right there. It's very logical.
Yeah, well,
Right. Nearly there on the old periapsis, and then we can slow down into a nice low orbit. And then when we're in the low orbit, we'll try and land over here, like we did before, but, you know, infinitely more successfully this time. And the clips I got from puzzles in Resident Evil 2, my friend was lost in the game and clipped them to have the answer. That is pretty good, actually. It just makes me think. What else playing? So, Melon started playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, and you know, in a mahoosive blunder, decided to ask his chat what difficulty he should do it on. So of course they said the hardest, and then I was talking to him about it, like, oh, you're chicken, you know, all that stuff, just, you know, poking fun, all that good stuff. And he said that he basically just went, all right then, you do it. So I did. And there was a moment early on where you fight the El Gigante for the first time, and I I fucking tried to fight it once normally, and then proceeded to do it with the rocket launcher, and I was like, yeah, if you just hit it with the rocket launcher, it dies immediately. And Melon was immediately in chat like, how did you do this? Tell me your secrets. It was very funny. Alright, so the landing legs down. And boop. Hold on. Let me just adjust my trajectory. Like a star. I'm going to do it too once I'm done with some others. I've been doing Resident Evil 2 Leon and... hold on. I've been doing Resident Evil 2 Leon 1 and Claire 1, and yesterday I did Resident Evil 3. I love the remakes. The 2 and 3 remakes are fantastic. Have you ever finished... wait, have you done Leon and Claire 2 yet? Because they are different. They're not just the same run, but with stuff that you've had before. It of course uses the same locations and stuff, but it's like a it is a separate thing. I can't suicide burn. 2, 1, 0. Suicide burn. Oh. That's how it's done, baby. Yeah, buddy. Plonk. Lil skid. To a halt. Let it settle. We have landed. No, that's what I still gotta do. I'm thinking of doing them before I go into 4. That's understandable. So, yeah, I remember really enjoying both, because I did both Leon and Claire's 1 runs. And then I saw that there was basically, I was like, oh, it's New Game Plus, that's kind of cool. And then, I thought, fuck it, I'll do a Leon run because I've really enjoyed the game. But I'll do it on the New Game Plus and see what that's like. And then the game started differently, and I went, oh. Oh, this is actually a different thing. Oh! So yeah, that was pretty good. And the story difference is pretty cool. Right.
Like a glove.
Like a glove indeed. And now, before I forget, let me actually extend the solar panels. Also, I'm actually getting ore. Unlike the previous miner, like, look, it's actually going up. It's not it's not 0.008, it's 0.1 of 8. Which is, like, 100 times better. Thank you for the shout. No worries. Yes, the core temperature's coming down, which is nice. Just so you know, these are the solar panels for the power, because otherwise, because these engines, or these miners are very hungry for resources. And then you've got also these 4 radiators, which keeps the temperature down on them, because the hotter they get, the less efficient they get. So if you have a bunch of radiators, then it can keep that heat down. That's basically what they're for. I'm sick of cleaning now, understandable. Full house done. Oh, that's got to feel at least a bit good. Right, so now we just sort of leave this on the surface for a bit. For example, I can speed up time to the maximum and get just under 1,000 ore. That's a contract done, though. That's the fresh ore from the moon contract done, so that's sorted. There's another one I need to refollow. Yeah. So we need to go to Minmus, scientific data, and green sandstone, which we can find. Hold on. The person you know as One Unknown Stormy has gone to a better place. Florida. Where is Florida better to? Because I've heard it's not. But welcome in. How you doing? It's much better than the tundra I live in. Okay, fair enough. Is Florida better than Birmingham? Probably not, but welcome in, Elvo. How you doing, buddy? Hold on, let's do a quick shouty.
Thanks, Ashley.
There's an ocean on both sides and lots of restaurants and seafood. Ooh. So I know Severe. Oh, the broken butterfly. Fucking love that gun. Have you frozen? No, you're just excited.
Jeez, Ash.
Yeah, finding that
think
broken
back everything I
butterfly
said.
is very nice. I'm good. Bank holiday, so completely off work / college. Ooh, very nice. How are you? I am still somewhat recovering, but yeah, I am pretty much there in terms of getting better. Cocking flu. No idea I'd find that, so I was taken by surprise. Yeah, I can tell. Oh dear. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Thank you. Appreciate it, by the way. It's Masquerade, in case you missed earlier. Yeah. Right, so we want to... Okay, we're going to the Midmas, and we need to find green sandstone. Let me just Google what I'm looking for, because I think I know what I'm looking for. Oh, they're massive rocks. Okay. Maybe? Hold on. Hold on. Yes, it's basically just a really big rock. Can be smaller rocks as well, but yeah. Right. So, Minmus. It's a very simple rocket to Minmus, but still can go horrifically wrong. So, we can just... Oh! I remember now! We were going to land with this! This was what we were doing last time. We were going to land on Duna! I've remembered! Huzzah! So, the whole thing behind it was we've got this that inflates, and this is what we were going to use to slow down in Duna's atmosphere so that we can use it as a aero brake. I can't think of the word then. No, we're just making a new one. Fuck it, we're bringing the big one. So we're going to bring this, we're going to put a big parachute on it. Put science either side. Just trying to find all of them, because I do always forget. At least one. We can put a boom arm on there. We can do... Anything else? No. No. Well, apart from that. I mean, I could bring this, but it's a bit bulky. Now we just put a rocket on it, really. Kind of want to include that as the re-entry bit. Because it's kind of absurd, and I love that. But at the same time... it is considerably more expensive than this one, so we're gonna go with this one. Right, decoupler, next one up. This one, followed by this one. Followed by this one. And then we're going to go with big rocket. So one size bigger. And then we launch with this. Huh? And I'll do. Right. And then we go with, oh, the mainsail is too small. We go with this one. Oh, I need landing gear. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to actually hit the surface. I'm not going to be able to safely hit the surface. And then we shall do some solar panelage. We'll do the shielded ones, because the shielded ones can be retracted and then extended at will, which is kind of what we want. And then communications, because I always forget the bloody communications. Right, put that on. I feel like I should do... Make me kind of want to play this again. How much just changed in 11 years? A reasonable amount. There's the Breaking Ground DLC and the... I think it was called For Science? And both of them have added a bunch of stuff. Like, for example, you've got, like, proper-looking pods and stuff. The science stuff has had an overhaul in some places. Yeah, download it again. See what's what. Join us, Elmo. Join us. Right. According to Delta V and everything, this won't get us to Midmas, but this probably will. Let's add some boosters. Like a star. Put them nice and low. And then put some cones on top. Now just put regular cones. You're going to return to DBD Matt. Oh, sorry, I completely missed that message, Lemon. She's got a tight schedule since she's got many who want to play with her, but today is my day with her. I'll kill her. Nice. Yeah, I would highly recommend playing this again, Elmo. It is, and always will be, an utterly fantastic and silly game. I should have strapped those rockets on better, but we're here now. Right, so... that was meant to happen, but... we just need to coast until our apoapsis hits about 100,000, and then we can shut the engines off. But we are just coasting a little bit slowly because we're still within the atmosphere, and that will slow us down. So there's no point going full tilt immediately. Also saves on a bit of fuel, so hell yeah. But yeah, I absolutely adore this game. It is one of my favorites of all time. It's a shame what happened to the sequel, but that's okay. This one still exists and is still perfectly functional. So it was basically the developer of this game was doing it like during his breaks at work and stuff like that. So the company he was working for at the time, they basically seized the game and was like, "This is ours now," and then made the sequel, and the sequel just didn't work. They'd have lost a lot of the goodwill that this game had, and the community kind of turned against it, and then they eventually abandoned it. So, as far as we're aware, KSP2 is just not working. And never will. So yeah, big oof. Very big oof. Also, I'm spending way too much time in the atmosphere. One hasn't made a third if they stole it from him, because he legally can't. How's that fair? So, he was technically doing some of the programming on company time. At least some of the programming on the company time. Which is why they were able to just take it. So yeah, not the best. And they are a company who makes games. I can't remember. I think so? Because it was Private Division, which I think did do games at the time. And space. Right. See, this is why I don't have to keep all your ideas a secret until you're ready. Yeah. Or at the very least, don't do it on company time, because then they don't have a legal precedent to take it. Must have been fuming, absolutely. The community was as well. And the funniest part about Kerbal Space Program 2 is they very quickly learned why it was such a pain to program and why there's so many bugs in this. He's doing it in Work is Daft. Yeah. Right, let's match the old wonk. That is not matching the old wonk. That is going the other way. Now, if you're really smart and really patient, you can actually have it where pretty much you wait until Minmus is like here-ish, and then just boost to where the orbits meet. But it's such a precise little little segment that it's so annoying to get to. I used to be able to, and I used to actually set it up so that you do that, but nah. Too much. Let's see if I can Google what happens. Hold on. Oh. As a quick thing, sorry, I'm looking at the AI overview, so take this with a pinch of salt. But, he was working for a company called Squad, who is a Mexican marketing company. Which is kind of nuts. So he ended up leaving that the project then in 2016, which is, as far as I'm aware, when they kind of seized it from him, kind of thing. Apparently they sold the IP to Take-Two, which is probably why KSP2 was so fucked, because Take-Two are shit. Huh. But anyway, yeah. Sorry, I was very much like got a bit too much into this. But apparently the original guy, Philippe Flange? How do you pronounce that? Established a company called Floating Origin Interactive, which is another game dev. What if you could still do the same concept under a different name? You probably could. It's F-A-L-A-N-G-H-E. However the hell you're meant to pronounce that. Because I don't know. Five, four, three, two, one. There you go. We are now in plane with them, with Minmus. So I just boost out. I'm gonna clip the moon like a twat. Damn it. I don't want to clip the moon. Fuck off, moon. What if we boost early? That's a bit too early, but you get the idea. Right, let's at least set it up so that it's like at a reasonable altitude, right? So it's like this. And then we just kind of spin it around. We interact with the moon there, and then over here... Ah! That's where it is, right. Okay. Yeah, let's see what Floating Origin Interactive has done. Floating Origin Interactive. What have you done? They've done Kit Hack Model Club. Fuck, let's try that again. Kit Hack Model Club and Balsa Model Flight Simulator. I feel like there's a theme. It was the first game developed by Floating Origin. It's a unique and detailed model flight simulator with powerful editor where you can design, build, fly, and battle with model aircraft. Balsa. It's not on Steam. And Kit Hack. It is on Steam. There's a demo! Physics-based model building sandbox. Oh my god, that actually looks... Hold on. I am downloading the demo. Because I saw there's a demo for it. The music is so fucking loud right now. Hold on. Where's the demo? Where's the demo? No! Anyway. Yeah, so the original dev for Chaos P seems like he's doing well for himself at the moment. Also, this burn is going to run out of fuel before we actually finish it. So we're going to have to switch to the landing stage early, which is absolutely fine. We have 3,000 meters a second of Delta V kicking about up here, which is more than enough by a heck of a lot. Alright, and now we burn. This might take a while. I've returned with dinner. Ooh, what do you have for dinner? Hmm? Expand. Expand. Now this will speed up. The higher it gets, the quicker it will go. As you can see. Now we just slowly boost it a little bit. And that'll bring the periapsis nicely down. You know what? We're landing there. Ish. Right, let's do this. Rubber chicken kebab with garlic mayo. Oh, lazy Monday today, ordered a kebab. Oh, that does sound good. Night Reaper, welcome in. May the 4th be with you, Matt. We all know you'd be a Sith. I'd 100% be a Sith. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it was Star Wars Day today. And, I feel a little disappointed in myself. Right, let's see where we're landing. And how bad of a decision that is. It's doable. So, we are basically just on a collision... Oh, this has actually worked out really well. Yeah, we are just on a collision course with Minmus. Thankfully, Minmus's gravity is similar to a mug of tea. So, yeah, we don't really have to do much with it. Let's just zoom towards the surface at 300 meters a second. Let's then actually make it so that my surface velocity isn't going sideways anyway. So that it is just a nice straight down landing. Also, I've never done it like this before. I've always gone into orbit and then landed. I don't know why I've never done it like this before. Also, speaking of May the 4th, actually, as a thing, there is a Star Wars Day sale going on Steam as well. I just haven't picked anything up because it's, well, there's nothing more really Star Warsy I want to pick up, now I think about it. I could play Force Unleashed on stream. That's not a bad shout. I feel like I'd love the Force Unleashed games, and I've completed them 2 or 3 times each. Right, nearly there. Lion, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? Plonk. Right, we're on the surface. Welcome to Minmus. Oh yeah, we can get the seismic data stuff. Got gravity data, very nice. Crew report. I've been to Loggerhead in Wales to walk the dog. Ooh. Why particularly there? More out of curiosity than anything. Right, so we need to take a surface sample, EVA report. She dropped the ball down the ravine, I was trying to get it. Got a nice big gash on my hand and knee. Oof. Rough. Right, let's store the experiment. Right, now we need to go and find a green limestone chunk. Or sandstone, sorry. Hold on. Right, let's see if we can have a bit of a just a search around for anything. I mean, just is that something? Because it may well be. It's a natural reserve. Ah. That does sound like it'd be really nice then. Right, is this what I'm after? Because if this is what I'm after, then we're nice and done. And easy peasy and all that good stuff. Fuck. It's mountainous with streams going through. That does sound really nice. And forested. Oh, that does sound really nice. Oh, pick up green sandstone. It's basically the world before cities, yeah. Right, green sandstone acquired. Homeward. Now we just need to head straight to Gerben. Don't know why I've never done a landing like this. I guess it's more like I want to choose my landing spot, but god damn it. But at the same time, Minimus's gravity is very low. Right. Board, quick save. Launch 90. That's the wrong way. Yeah, that'll do. So, we are going back here. Eventually. So what we need to do is basically just boost away from it. And what boosting away from it will do is push my apoapsis down around it. And then from there we can get back home. Although just getting out of Minmus's sphere of influence and back into Gerben's is just good in general, because then I could lower my apoapsis. Or periapsis, rather. Yeah, that's Wogazelle, right. Though, it is still dropping. I'll take it. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we go a 40-kilometer periapsis. Done. Easy peasy. And that is why, paradoxically, Minimus is easier to get to than the moon in terms of shipbuilding and stuff. Right, now we can retract the antenna, solar panel, and then if we... now we can just keep that there, and then we just do. Oh, we are losing a lot of the heat shield. God damn. 2 point something? That is a lot. Like, normally this number is in the 0 point something mark. Back moister than an oyster. Prove it. Oh, that's the slight pops you hear are the bit that we dropped earlier, just stuff blowing up on it. Like, prime example, the landing legs probably just went. Because of the overheating. Because I have come down at a very, very steep angle. I didn't want to spend too much time just orbiting.
Ask Queen, slay! Slay your enemies! Rise up your army! Take your rightful place upon the throne!
I do have to admit, I do like that redeem. Sophia was right. Also, it's a good meme. Ah, my fucking elbow clicked really awkwardly. Always am. Yeah. I get zero credit for reminding you that meme earlier in the day. Oh yeah, you do. That is very true. I was thinking just getting a Yas Queen redeem. Also, seeming as we have...
I'm not a smart man.
Seeming as we have now committed to landing... Let's just speed up time. Just read what you said, Lemon, and... Huh? Well, see, yeah, Lion, where are the dog pics? And just the environment pics as well, because that sounds like a beautiful place. I didn't take Betty. But post them. What you did get. I'd do better next time. Yeah, I kind of noticed the speed a bit late there, but that's okay. If we take log... take log... take log... and of course, take log. And then we recover. Was in the moment. Watching under his under desk cam. I don't know why I stream. I just come here and get bullied. That's all it is. And that's all it will ever be. This is like... I have definitely come to terms with that fact. Right. So... That, you know what, that is a good enough reason. I'll give you that. Damn. Oh, they are rather beautiful. Look at her. She's so cute. Right, so... Well... Ooh. Getting composites does give us access to this. She wanted to play with everyone and everything, had zoomies on the lead. I'm not surprised she had zoomies. It was probably just a very exciting new area. All sorts of smells and sounds and sights. She jumped off me and did a backflip at one point. Aww. Wait, did I put myself... Oh, I might have done. Hold on. No, it needs to be the way around. Damn it. So, it needs to be roughly this distance away from me to Duna, but the other way around. So Duna needs to be about here. Which isn't too bad. I would like to visit Moho at some point. It's going to be an arse to get to, but I wouldn't mind doing it. Because yeah, getting to Moho is difficult because you have to slow down so much to get there. Like a stupid amount. She jumped off me and did a backflip at one point. Aww. Because she's adorable. She was showing off. Yeah, in terms of... what am I doing? What am I saying? This is why I say I'm still not all there in terms of being better, because my brain is just so scattered right now. More than normal, I will say that. Oh, this is Explore Lathe. Oh. Oh, I'm just thinking now, actually. Oh. My brain has completely gone. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie, I might just end it there and call it a short stream, because I'm still not fully there, and for some reason I'm very tired right now. But yeah, my brain has entirely fucked itself. Sorry about this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your ace astronaut speaking. From the flight deck, I'd like to welcome you aboard for our trip to my big Uranus.
Hold on. Welcome aboard the flight to Napa Clock. Why is this so muffled? What the fuck? Has this gotten worse? Has this microphone actually gotten worse? Okay, that's quite fun to do. I am not gonna lie. No, we're not gonna use this. Oh god, that is, yeah. I can, anyway, sorry, that was also me getting distracted. I'm gonna raid over to DC, because I haven't been able to do it in a very long time. And he is currently playing the casting of Frank Stone. God, fuck, I'm not going to read that. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by and saying hi and just being here for me coming back. Apologies for the short stream today. I will potentially... I don't know. I'm not going to commit to anything. But yeah. I will be back. I promise. I will be back tomorrow. Because I want to do more stream stuff. I enjoy doing streams. I missed it last week. I really did. Yeah, I promise I'll be back tomorrow. Apologies for the short stream. But thank you all very much for watching and being here and being the lovely people that you are. I hope to see you all later. Bye!